Yes, so good afternoon, everyone. So we'll start with our today's session on stock selection. So this had been many of you guys were asking for how to do aftermarket analysis. So today we'll corely focus on selecting the stocks. So how to select stocks, as in how to select stocks from 5, 6 stocks we'll be getting from the system, and which will be the best or which will have high probability of breakouts or reversals. So we'll try to see those stocks basically. So it will be purely on stock basis. So let's understand certain concepts first, and then we'll go ahead with the scanner on a TradeClue chart. So as you know that we have been priorly been knowing that there are red boxes, green bands, red bands, and all those structures on TradeClue chart, as you can see. So whenever I see my chart, even if I minimize or even if I disappear all these technical and options level, so those guys who want technical levels, that is, these are basically support resistances, not as per pivots, but as per basic OI and OI calculations and all those. So these supports and resistances are been plotted likewise. But let's see if we disappear this level. So we are left out with boxes and bands on the chart. So these are green bands, these are boxes. So the first thing you need to understand that boxes and bands, as I had said earlier, red box stands for the selling zone, green box stands for the buying zone. Similarly, if the stock has bands in them, that is, this stock was priorly in volume buzzer list. So volume buzzer basically means what? Volume buzzer stands for those stocks which had highest volume breakout in them. So whether it be first 5-minute volume or whether it be first 15-minute volume, right? So those stocks which were in a volume buzzer prior to 1 month or 2 months, and those levels are yet to be breached, so those stocks will be having bands. Now, why these bands are pretty much important in any of the scripts? So these bands won't be coming on index, because index spot chart you cannot plot the volume, right? So volume indicator, so it is only for stocks. And going ahead, we are planning to bring on index future chart. So on that you will be getting all these bands and all that. So on the next update you will get the index futures chart as well, the banknifty and nifty especially. So coming on to the bands, so bands are basically those buying levels with volume. So whenever the stock comes over here, we will plan to buy, or whenever the stocks break out from that level, we'll plan to take the trades. But we'll understand how to interpret these bands today on EOD basis. Now, they're basically all the data. So all these levels and all the strategies as in the aftermarket strategies gets updated on TradeClue by 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. most of the time. So once our data from the NSE, we get the data from NSE, those one knowing Bao copy data and all those stuff. So once those we receive, so the levels get updated for the next trading session. So for today, suppose today is Friday, so mostly by Friday evening we'll be getting the Monday levels and Monday aftermarket scanner results as well. So that will be one thing. And now coming on to the box, wait a second, some participants are still joining in. Okay, so first of all, I need to understand red box selling zone, green box is our buying zone, and we need to play the trap scenario here. That is, wherever the sellers get trapped, that is from above the red band, I'm going to buy. Wherever the buyers get trapped, that is below the green band, I'm going to sell. So why trap scenarios? Trap scenarios will work in your favor very much, because follow-up buying, that is called as short covering or long unwinding, happens in this, and follow-up movement is very drastic on the upside, or at least you will get a quick breakout movement in your favor in this regard. So once this band indicates prior volume buzzer stocks. So this is very important to understand that these are stocks which were there priorly in your volume buzzer list, but mostly a month ago, 2 months ago, or even few weeks ago as well. So these are basically, so the bands get plotted only once the bands are breached, then it won't be plotted further on. So once the bands are breached, we are not interested in stock till the time when the bands are not breached, that is closing is not done above or below that band, it will be there in your system on your TradeClue charts basically. Okay, and the most major thing is, those, suppose there are 3 stocks I have chosen on aftermarket basis. One stock has band in them. Suppose we are planning to buy a stock, and one stock has red band and 2 stocks have red boxes. So more preference I'll be giving to those stocks which have band. Why? Because I said bands will have volume. So if there is volume and the stock is still sideways, suppose a stock has come in our volume buzzer scanner and still this stock has been remaining sideways for today, for the next 3-4 days, then I am very much interested to buy in that radar by seeing the overall chart, and I'll be interested in more in that because that stock has volume in it, and plus it has not performed. So it has high probability of performing whichever side the breakout happens. So likewise, we will be planning to now see what happened over here. This was a band. It remained sideways for 2-3 days, and today in one go, I knew that global markets were up yesterday, and which is the reason why will plan to go on buy side basically. So we have to see certain stocks, and we'll also select certain stocks from our watch list, and we'll follow up our session likewise. Okay. So coming on to the band, so generated on EOD market basis. So bands and boxes, as you know, these are generated on EOD or aftermarket basis. So at end of the day, you will be getting all these for the next day, bands and boxes, and during the market, you will be getting these dots. So dots are during the market, bands and boxes are before the market hours basically. Okay, so first of all, we need to understand whenever I'm seeing aftermarket. So whenever I go and do my aftermarket analysis, I need to understand two types of aftermarket analysis. First of all, I need to understand what is my what is my behavior of trading, like whether I'm a breakout trader or whether I'm comfortable with reversal trading. So this I need to understand in what suits my nature basically. So certain guys are good with breakout, certain guys are good with reversal. So we can also trade both of them, but both of them will be like, so certain days are when Nifty, now currently, as you know, that Nifty was going one way on the upper side. So in such scenario, what you will plan to take? So which type of trade you will take? So in that scenario, I'm going to plan for some reversal because already the markets are up. Then we will look for reversal. So you need to understand the behavior of your chart. So whatever charts you are seeing, whichever stocks you are seeing, the first major pointer in your aftermarket analysis is there are two types of aftermarket. So one is breakout trading and the other is basically reversal trading. So these are the major focus which we'll be keeping upon. Okay. So breakout trading, when can a person go for a breakout trading concept? So whenever the stock has fallen down and it has gone into a sideways zone, then I can draw a range and later on it can give me a breakout. And when can I expect a reversal? When the stock is already falling and we are playing for the first bounce itself, what we call a dead cat bounce or kind of so, but first bounce can be played, or when the stock is already on the rise and then we are planning to play the first reversal, which is called as a profit booking kind of zone. So this way I'm going to plan. So there are either the market will be trendy or the market will be sideways. When market goes sideways, that is when indexes are sideways for a couple of days, I will be getting more of my breakout trading setups. And whenever the market is on a trend basis, that is 1-to-1 basis, on daily basis, market is making green candle or your stock is making green candles or going one way up, so I can plan for reversal. So I need to know which days are best for reversal and which days are best for breakout. So this is very much necessary for every trader to understand which are the days for breakout days and which are the days I need to plan for reversal. It's not like stock is already one way up and I'm planning for breakout. So that will obviously backfire our trade setups and it will eventually result into losses. But for breakout trading, I need something which has been fallen down and then it is going to rise, or something which has been in range bound situation and then we are going to plan out for breakout. Similarly on reversal, as I said, reversal will be kind of one way the stock has gone on the upper side and we are planning for some downwards movement later on from a major resistance zone. So we'll see to interpret through TradeClue as such, like how it will help me out to plan our major reversal zone and where most likely the reversal can happen. So we'll plan it likewise. Okay, so coming on to our document. So first we will check the aftermarket breakout and momentum, this thing. So in breakout, as I said, we need what? Sideways movement in our breakout scenarios, right? Sideways in our breakout scenario. So the first thing is I need to understand from where I will get these stocks of breakout. So breakout stocks I'll be getting from aftermarket. I need to select on aftermarket. So as you know, there are two sections, live market and aftermarket. So live market, there is one where we have plotted the intraday strategies. So these strategies are for live market itself. So alerts keep on coming during the live market, and in the aftermarket you will be getting your alerts from with regard to your this thing aftermarket basis. So this aftermarket query gets updated in the evening itself, and you can do your EOD analysis in the evening or early morning before the market starts, and you can be ready with the, because see, I believe that your aftermarket analysis will be the main this thing, your main crux to your intraday trading. Why? Because 80% of the battle is done, 80% of your battle is won in this thing. Because if you don't have stocks in your hand, then it is difficult to trade during the market. Why? Because then you need to check it on live market, which stocks I have and all those. So you need to go through all those 50 stocks of Nifty or in the FNO, and then you need to track the setups rather than filter it out as per your, as I said, reversal or breakout, and then you try to play out that likewise. Now see what happens. I know that reversal and breakout is there. Suppose I get selling stocks on breakout. I have 3-4 stocks for sell, and in the night global markets are 2% up, 3% up. So does it make sense to go and sell in the morning in these stocks? So it is a big no, because we also need to track the global markets which run overnight. That is the S&P 500. You can track their futures as well on investing.com. What are their future rates? Or you can also check the SGX Nifty to track the morning trends of Nifty. And then also you can pretty much predict like where the breakouts can happen. Now, as we know that yesterday markets were positive, global markets were positive, today SGX Nifty was positive. So I'll be looking more into buy trades from my aftermarket analysis. So likewise dynamic you need to be in your trading as well. Okay, so I guess we have one message in the chat box. So reversal queries is for trending markets, and yes, we'll discuss how to track. See, because see, even though we get 3-4 stocks in this query, which stocks will be better to trade and all those, we will also filter them out. So coming on to the breakout thing. So breakout thing, the first thing is we'll be trading it as per the red green box format itself, because it is a range bound situation where we are trading. So for the breakout, I need to click it on aftermarket. I need to click on aftermarket, and the breakout queries are breakout and momentum. So these two queries you will be getting, in which you will be getting those stocks which have high probability of giving you a breakout trade during the day. Okay. So in the results, once I check, so one is Power Grid. So I got one stock as Power Grid, and the other stock is Start. So other stocks, if these many stocks have come, now it's not like I am going to trade these many stocks, right? So these many stocks I don't need to trade. The how much I will be filtering out is those. First, I have selected certain stocks from aftermarket queries. Then we'll be checking their execution patterns, and then we'll follow up and see which all stocks we can eliminate from this itself. So we need only 4 to 5 stocks on our radar, on our watch list. So we'll clear this watch list out, and we'll add some stocks from our analysis. Now see breakout. We know that there will be some positiveness in the market in the morning, right? So Power Grid will check. So first of all, if you want to do your aftermarket analysis, do it on 15 minutes or 1 hour or daily time frame. So you need to understand the bigger picture of the stock, whether the stock has fallen. As I said, if the stock has fallen and then gone into sideways, or if the stock has already risen and then gone in sideways zone, and then we are planning for a breakout trade either on the upside or either on the downside. So this can be a flag breakout or double bottom or triple bottom, like those structures. So we need to be clear on the bigger structure. So we'll just keep our time frame as 15 minutes. Okay. So this is nice. So don't do your analysis on 5 minutes and 2 minutes and then see. So we need to understand the bigger time frame. Then the next indicator is what we need to understand. Where are these boxes? What level at these boxes are? Where is this band? So bands and boxes we need to keep in our mind. Where are these levels? And we'll mark those lines, or we'll at least keep a note, or we can write it in a note it down in an Excel sheet or as such, or we can write it on a diary itself. What are the levels? So this ways you can maintain your trade journal, and you can see that whether your aftermarket is performing as per your analysis or not. So the first stock in our aftermarket breakout and momentum queries is Power Grid. Okay, so this strategy, it has come in breakout. Okay, now see breakout levels, as I said in the last session when we were discussing about stocks to focus, our breakout zones are usually what? The boxes and boxes level, right? So we'll just plot a line below and above these boxes. So this is a breakout zone, 230.7 and 226.5. and or to be precise, a green box. Okay, so below the green box, I'm planning to sell. Above the red box, I'm planning to buy. Now today what happens? The stock has opened somewhere around here. So best case scenario would have been our Y pattern format. Most of you guys would have been knowing as of now, like what we trade as per the boxes. So best case scenario would have been kind of a Y pattern breakout. Now, if I want to see the bigger time frame of the power grid stock, so we'll see that what is the upside, most likely upside if it goes on the upper end. So we'll see it on 1 hour chart. I guess I need to time zones. Yeah. Need to also check the upcoming resistance or what can be the upcoming target. So resistance will help me out as per the TradeClue levels. And so we have one power grid and we have marked this level. So the levels marked were 230.7 and 226.5 or 224.8, from where downside can come or from where upside can come. But majorly what is here? Red band. So what I will plan is for the upside breakout. So since red band is there, so in the first sentence itself, I have written over here, I've mentioned key give more priority to stocks with band in comparison to stocks with bar. So bands always keep a priority. Why? Because there was certain volume in them. So if this volume guys are taken out, there will be a follow-up buying on that radar basically, right? So power grid we had at 230.75. Today the stock opened somewhere around 9:15. Today's date is 9:15. Okay, so today's it's opened somewhere around here. Now see, understand the stock has opened around 226, 227. It will travel all the way around till 231, and then later it will give me a breakout. Now to be on a personal thing, what will be, whether it will, what do you think that whether it will give me a breakout or not? So obviously it won't give me a breakout the way I need. Why? Because it is already the buyers are making more money in this thing. Why? Because 227 to 231, already 4 rupees are done in power grid and almost 2%, 1.5% is done. So once this much of movement is done, you cannot predict more upside. Obviously it can go, but probability is very less in such scenarios. Best breakouts will obviously happen, as we said in stocks to focus concept. It needs to open near our breakout level somewhere within 1% or somewhere slightly just above or just below will do, but not gap up or not too much of gap down. We need our breakout structures to open near our breakout zone. Same concept of stocks to focus what we discussed in the last webinar session last week. Okay, so power grid we will plan for this thing. Okay, so we can note down power grid stock in a diary. Same way Tata Chemicals, I had this red box. Okay, so these stocks we are getting a day prior, and just I need to wait for our execution pattern. So execution pattern, even if you see Tata Chem, you would be knowing what kind of execution we would have done in this scenario. So on the execution front, as we say, execution will be NY pattern in breakout. So that is a fixed pattern for execution as per breakout and momentum. So execution also we have mentioned. Yeah, so NY pattern breakout after crossing red box or red band or green box or green band. So what kind of execution? As I said, once the stock needs to open near to our breakout level. Now see, in this case, the stock has opened near to our breakout level, then it has breached the box, then it is giving you a swing. So your swing low becomes your stop loss, and then you are ready to buy. Now see what happens in Tata Chem. I get a stock as Tata Chemical a day prior. So before the market, I am ready with my stocks. Just I need to wait for my breakout patterns, my execution patterns. Now what happens in the first 5-minute candle? It has given me a break on the red band side. Now here you can either trade on 1 minute. 1 minute will be kind of a risky trades, and or on 5 minute. So be as a beginner, you can just keep it on 5-minute time frame. I'll just plot a line above the red box. So red box line is around 112.85. So this will be my breakout zone. So somewhere around 111,113, I can initiate my trade on as per 1 minute and keep my 1% SL, or wait for a Y pattern to form and then try to trade on the day high. So once day high is reached somewhere around 118, I can keep my SL somewhere around here. Now what will help me or what will boost my confidence to go and trade? First thing is the sellers are trapped. second thing, that is there are green bands, that is sorry, green dots are been emerging over here. So as I said, as soon as the green dots emerge, don't trade only once your pattern is completed. So don't misunderstand green dots that it is just the holy crux to trade as soon as green dot, because there are many students or many clients who are trading just as soon as the green dots came, they take the buy position and then they say that they are converting into red dot. So it will happen. Let it sustain and then let it give you a pattern. We are just following. So trading is just do your EOD analysis, follow your execution pattern, and then follow your risk management. So this is what is all about, and this is very simple, and it is also very difficult to follow, because over and over again people will make mistake. Most of the traders make mistake, they don't follow this thing. So this is the crux: your execution pattern, your EOD analysis, and your risk management, and nothing else. No news or no any news channel will work in your favor of triggering your trades or nothing. Your price action is your first indicator, and then comes all these indicators of your OI, selling patterns, and all those things, and your candle. So you need to be more working upon your execution patterns rather than this thing. So basically, I got my stock for my EOD, Tata Chemical. I just have to wait for my Y pattern format. Basically, what Y pattern? One break, swing, and then a new high is made. So similar ways. So it can either be a kind of a, so now not exactly the picture perfect pattern will be made, but kind of a swing should come and then it should break my this thing. Otherwise, what happens in some days, it will be a kind of a rocket scenario where it is difficult to catch. But as I said in the stocks to focus webinar, you can trade such structures. Just enter it on the first candle high, but you have to keep your SL either this candle low or at least a 1% SL as well. So you can maintain that, but best scenario will be a swing and then a break pattern basically. And once, and the profit booking, now what happens, people still don't book profit at this juncture. Why this juncture? Why? Because see, already one, two, three, 4 candles are done. 5 candles are done, green candles. So there will be a profit booking kicking in, the 3 candle rule or 4 candle rule, basically what they say. So there will be a profit booking. So whatever your targets in your mind, try to book major quantity. So same happened with Tata Steel today. So Tata Steel alert had come, and the first 5 minutes itself, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So major of that quantity will be done. Any which way, Tata still has good scope till upside, at least till 109 or 110. But still, what happens? The structure gets distorted when 3, 4, or 5 candle comes in one way on 5-minute time frame. So you cannot try to hold on to such position. At least empty your position and be in some or few profits as such. So we'll come on to the execution parts on breakout. So for aftermarket scanner, so when I'm doing my EOD analysis, breakout, as I said, breakout and reversal. So in breakout, I'll be seeing this breakout theory, breakout and momentum, from which I know that NY pattern is my execution pattern. I hope that is clear. So we'll see today's breakout stocks. So Tata Chemical was such. Now obviously MRF I will avoid. Indigo. Now Indigo, what happens? Now Indigo, when I do my analysis, I said 15 minutes or more than that, hourly or 15 minutes, 30 minutes will do. Now on Indigo, there was one green band over here and one green box over here. So we'll just plot a line below this thing. Now today what happens, it has opened in between this zone and there was one red box over here. So there was no red box on the adjacent side. So it was a range bound. As I said, this scanner will give me those stocks which are range bound and which have more likely to break out. More likely to break out as in this green bands and this green box will help me understand my breakout zones basically. So whenever I'm seeing any stock from this list, I'll just plot these 2 lines, or else I will write it down in my notepad that this is the breakout zone, buy breakout zone, or sell below breakout zone, right? Same way as HDFC AMC, I will see there is one red box over here. Now see, now what all stocks will work. Now see, today it opened here, HDFC. Now HDFC AMC, I'm getting it from breakout momentum theory. Okay. So we'll minimize it and focus in on today's chart. So on the first candle, it has opened near to a red box zone. So this is the red box zone ka high. Okay. Now see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now 5 green candles have come. Green dots are also there. Now, whether I will plan to go and take such trades, it is no. Why? Because already 5 candles have come on 5-minute time frame. Continuous green candles have come. So movement will be exhausted. It is traveling from 2112 to 2128. But what happens the next candle? it gives me a breakout. Now this stock was on my radar. If you had seen on my login before the session, it was on my watch list today. But what happens, the sixth candle has come and it has given a breakout. Now this will create a problem. Now what people will do, they will buy over here, and what I will keep my SL this. So it is a big SL, but this is a wrong buying. Why? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So one way the candles are coming. So 5-minute candle, I'm tracking it for execution thing. Now see, profit booking kicks in eventually. Now this will lead to a fake breakout thing. So we don't want to trade fake breakout, but this usually happens 80% of the time. There are rare cases that this movement continues on the upside, but most of the times 80 to 90% of the time this will fail. I guess yesterday's HDFC Limited was the same case, where continuous candles and then breakout happened. What I need is, now best case scenario would have been what? The best case scenario would have been gone again and then started going again on the upside and then breaching the high. But this is a second re-entry kind of structure. But here in this scenario, I won't be entering. Why? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6 candles are done. After 4 candles, always be cautious. Always try to exit your trades or don't enter those trades when 4 to 5 candles are coming. So plan for some reversal or such, but avoid such trades as such. But so in breakout, there was one HDFC AMC. The next thing is HAL. Okay. Aeronautics Limited. So here there are no boxes and bands on the chart. On 15 minutes, we'll keep it for EOD analysis. So on this thing, there are no boxes and bands. So we'll avoid this stock, even though it has given a good structure actually, as per the green dots and all those things. But nonetheless, there are no boxes and bands. So we have only one was Tata Chem, which we can add. So if I want to focus on buy side or sell side, I can keep it as green and then buy. So it will be added as a green color. Or if I want to keep in mind that yellow is for breakout, so I can add such ways as well. So in the on the next trading day, basically, I'm pretty much sure this yellow is for breakout, blue is for reversal. So I can keep that color coding on my mind basically. So HAL1 was Biocon. So Biocon also no green or red band. So Biocon, here there was one breakdown level. Okay. Did it happen? So it had not happened. And obviously, see, selling zones were there on this thing. Now this red box is already been taken out here. So it nullifies your structure. But suppose there would have been a red box over here. So we could have mandated it. And plus yesterday, as you know, in your mind, that global markets were quite positive. Nifty SGX was quite positive. Gap up opening was there. So will we trade these negative stocks? So obviously no. So even though I would have added this stock on my radar, so in the morning before the market itself, you delete this stock. Why? I don't want to say it during the market, as I don't want to distract myself. So I will only keep in on those stocks which are there, which are opening near to our breakout zone. So even though I have selected 5-6 stocks, half of the stocks I will delete before 9:15 itself. Which all to focus and which all not to focus. Why to clutter a watch list with 50-60 stocks and just try to see each and every stock on every 5-minute thing. So rather than keep your EOD analysis crisp and clear, so you can get your aftermarket stocks, some 2-3 stocks from this thing. We are also providing with stocks to focus. Now today there was no such structure, breakout structure, which was going to, because after yesterday's fall, all the structures were not that good for a breakout. So that's why no stocks were given on our from the system. But from the EOD scanner, there were certain stocks like breakout momentum you can check. So next was Biocon. Now the next stock is BEL. Now see what happens over here. BEL, red band is there, red box is there, right? I know that today's day will be a bullish day, right? So we just plotted over here, and the first 5-minute candle itself, it breaks, gives a swing and goes on the upside. If I track it on 2-minute, is it an NY pattern? So here what we did is, we are getting stocks from the scanner, the best breakout stocks. We are just waiting for our execution pattern to occur. As I said, breakout for breakout, what will be my execution pattern? It will be my NY pattern for execution. And that is how I need to be clear in my trading. So you need to be prepared in your mind. What are your execution patterns? So execution pattern is the must to understand your candlestick patterns. NY pattern, breakout for crossing the box and band. Same ways I got BEL from my list. So this is pre-market basis only I'm getting the stock. So Tata Chemical, BEL, Biocon, which did not open gap down, so that we can avoid HAL. There was no red box or green box. HDFC AMC, obviously what I said, 5-6 candles came. That's why we avoided that stock. So there was a reason. Indigo, there was no breakout structure today. Why? Because still it is range bound. So tomorrow, so Indigo can be focused, might be for Monday or Tuesday. If it still remains near 2000 level also, we can focus for upside on Indigo, but not for today. Okay, now BEL, as you can understand, there was a red band and a breakout has happened. What? Also there was, see, open is equal to low candle. So this is also a strong candle on your front. On 1 minute, 2 minute, or 5 minute also, it was a clear swing pattern. A new high been made. You can keep your SL. So if I am entering over here on the new high, my SL either will be below the red band, or you can keep a small SL as such and then also play. So 1 or 2 rupees, 1 or 2 points ka SL, and see in one way. So breakouts, as I said in the last session, 9:15 to 10:30, best breakout time, because most of the guys are trading in this time period, and you will be getting good breakout structures in your first hour itself. So even if you are an office goer, you can plan out your 1 hour if you are getting it, and you can plan such breakout trades as such. And in the afternoon, it happens usually after 1:30 or 1 p.m. basically after the global markets are open. So I hope you are clear with this BL structure as such. So breakout, execution pattern, NY. So that will be my core agenda. Now Bata India, see, 1 May 5 minutes. One way the candle has come after the breakout. So Bata India was one such structure where this was my breakout zone. So on 15 minutes, I can understand that. On 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we did an analysis. So as per analysis, what has happened on Bata, continuous fall has come and it has gone sideways. So this was our analysis. Okay. The adjacent red box is my 1882. So it is 1882 level. So I want to enter only above 1882. Now let's see on 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, it was one big candle itself. So there was no swing. But if I am a 1 minute trader or 2 minute trader, did I get any swing or did I get any swing low as such? So there was a slight swing low as such, which gave me a breakout and then kind of a breakout. Or you can keep this as SL and you can enter over here. But 1 minute will be quite tricky and you need to be quickly in and out of the trade. So it gave me roughly around 1%, and then once again it has gone down. So there was no swing low structure made in Bata, but also Bata has performed in your favor once the red box is breached. So why these stocks are just running once the red boxes are taken out on the upper side, and later on, see, there was one more red box. So there will be some selling. So see, sellers will either defend their position or they will get trapped. So in this case scenario, what happened? They got trapped over here, but here this guy is defending. Why? Because it is coming for the first time. So might be there will be a resistance faced, or if you see, this level is 1900. So 1900 is a round figure. So round figure will obviously have a major resistance each and every time. So see, first time it came at 1900, it got a selling. Second time it has come at 1900, it has got a good selling from today again. Now in the next 2 or 3 days, Bata will be the best stock for a breakout. Might be it come in these stocks to focus as well. If it reaches once more at 1900, then gives me a selling. And if for the next time, if it reaches somewhere around here, then we can easily plan to trade Bata for the upside. And Bata is such a stock, it will obviously give you 2 or 3% in a day itself. So Bata is one such fan favorite stock with high beta structure as such. So this we can keep a radar later on as well. But on today's basis, it has obviously given us a breakout above what our desired red box. But obviously the execution was not that picture perfect, which was like in BEL or this thing, Tata Chemicals. And ACC, let's see what is with ACC. So it is ACC, will check the 15-minute chart. So stock is kind of fallen and it is kind of a triangle pattern which has been made over here. Now we know that there is one red box above here. As I said, just mark the lines or note down the levels as such. Now today it has already opened within the range situation. So today also it is a range bound. So from the breakout structures, we got how many stocks? Only. So I guess Power Grid also was range bound. So there was Tata Chemicals, there was one BEL, HDFC AMC, but we eventually did not, eventually the price pattern was not proper. Why? Because 5 to 6 candles were in line. And then it was Biocon, which was also range bound. And it was Bata, which gave me a quick breakout on the upper side, and BEL was picture perfect, right? 5-minute proper swing low pattern was made, a swing or a kind of a inside bar pattern. Inside bar means this is the first bar within which one more bar is there and a breakout is happening. So this also usually works on 5 to 15 minute time frame, the inside pattern bar. So this you can follow it on breakout time frame. So I hope the breakout structures are clear. So before the market or in the evening, I'll check my after market analysis. I will tick mark the breakout and momentum queries. I will see what all stocks have come. Now see why these many stocks have come, because range bound markets were there in the last in most of the stocks. There was kind of a range bound situation, and that's why some days are there where less range bound stocks are there and more trending stocks are there. So that time this list won't be that big. From this list also we have altered certain stocks and we have selected 3-4 stocks. Out of those 3-4 stocks, in the morning itself I knew that we know that markets are opening gap up, so we can deduct our negative stocks. That is, Biocon was such negative stocks we were planning, so we can cancel it from our watch list. But those which will be on radar will be those which are opening near to our breakout zones, as I said, and not away from our breakout zone. Sir, please repeat why Biocon wasn't suitable trade. Biocon wasn't a suitable trade. Why? Because see, first of all, we'll do the analysis on Biocon on 15 minutes and we'll see that stock is already fallen and then 2 green box and 1 red box is there. Now I can understand this red box is somewhere around here, but see, this red box is already breached over here. Then there is no adjacent red box which has not been breached. And even if you consider this red box, we consider this red box and this is one red box. So this is one green box level. So this is the breakdown level. This is the breakout level. Now today what happens in Biocon, the first 5-minute time frame, one candle breaches that 308 ka level. Okay. And then a swing is in the making. Good enough. Now this will be my entry point, 308.90. 10 paisa above the breakout zone, but it did not. So any which ways it wouldn't have triggered. Even if I consider this red box zone, even if we consider this red box zone, Biocon wouldn't have triggered a trade as per the Y pattern scenario which we are discussing. I guess you have understood, Shashwat. So that's why Biocon we considered in our aftermarket analysis, but today it has been range bound and it has not given us a breakout as such in the thing. So hope breakout is clear, very much clear. We'll take certain Q&A if you have in the end of the session. We'll come to the reversal thing. So reversal is altogether a new concept for some of you guys. So reversal will be, so first of all, we need to understand when we will be trading this reversal structure. As I said, when the markets are in continuous uptrend, when the stock is continuously on the downtrend, like such stock is continuously on the downtrend, we are playing for the first bounce or kind of a support zone from where the support can come. So basically we are planning for that. We take positional trade. Positional also we can take through reversal. I'll show you how we can take such trades on this thing, on reversal after market reversal queries basically. So reversal I will be selecting for reversal queries. I will be selecting reversal. Now reversals, we have certain stocks. Now we need to understand for reversal, I need a good downfall. First of all, I need to a good downfall, and then the stock should reverse from a major support zone. Now, what will be this major support zone? We'll understand from the document. Now, what's our buy condition? Green band at multiple support zone, consecutive days, red candle on daily time frame. So basically what, there should be a green band, which is compulsory. Green band should be there for buying. So this is for buying. So green band at multiple support zone, that is daily support, weekly support, or there can be max put OI, which is a support zone, or there can be yesterday close, which can also act as a support zone. So these are certain support zones. So if there are multiple zone, it will be a good trade. Obviously, if there is green band, then also it is okay, but multiple support zone will be more better. Okay. And consecutive days red candle. What is this consecutive days red candle? Basically, there is a continuous fall on the bigger time frame, and we are planning for a reversal on that stock and not a breakout. So we are planning for a reversal at multiple support zone and plus green band, which stands for a good volume structure, and it is a good buying zone. So here in this case scenario, we are buying at green band zone and we are not selling from green band zone. Okay. In the box structure, what we do above the red box we buy and below the green box we sell. But in the band structure, as in reversal, what we are planning to buy at green band zone. Similarly, opposite is the sale condition, that is red bands at multiple resistance, green candle continuously on the daily time frame. That is what. So basically continuously the stock is on the rise, and then there is a red band or continuously the stock is on the fall and then there is a green band. So we are planning this way. So the stocks will be given to you on the scanner. You don't have to search it out. After market reversal. Okay, then I'll click it on results and then I'll see which stocks have fallen continuously down, and then I can plan out for reversal. So Wipro was such stock which is coming from last 2-3 days basically. So this stock was continuously on the downfall and see it is already running on the upside. So as I said, from where I can get positional. So positional also you can take such stocks which are beaten down and then you are buying at a major support zone, that is a buy zone, that is green zone. So why this stock is bouncing it from the green zone? So there it is more likely to bounce from such levels. Now see, as I added technical levels, there was a monthly support. As I said, green band at multiple support zone. That is, if there is a support zone with green band, it is a good opportunity to buy, or those stocks are more likely to perform, or at least it will give you a quick bounce on your favor, in your favor basically. So we'll check, just go through such stocks which have bands in them. So this is one Sun Pharma. So this is yet to reach our band scenario. Wipro is already touched the band and already gone up. So we'll also discuss the execution pattern in this. Dr. Reddy is kind of a range bound, even though the stock was falling, but it is kind of a doji candles which are forming on daily time frame, and still there is a green band. So we'll also see which stocks to consider and which stocks to eliminate in this. Now see, Naukri, this was the best case scenario where Naukri performed on the upside and then it has gone down. So we'll also understand how it would have been traded. So here this is the red band, which is somewhere around 4560. So same ways, we'll just now clear out all the technical and option levels and we'll focus on the bands. Okay. And there was one Indigo and one LIC Housing Finance. Okay. So LIC Housing Finance, was there a band or as such? So there was no band on LIC Housing Finance. So avoid that stock. Now the first stock which we got in reversal was Wipro. Okay, now we'll come to our execution pattern first, and then we'll see the cases, today's cases. And at the end of the session, we'll also see some prior cases of reversal, because reversal is altogether a new concept for most of them. So what we are planning is a green band over here. So this is our green band. So stock is falling already on the daily time frame, and then I get the stock in my aftermarket analysis, which is near the green band zone. Now the next day, that is the trading day basically. So what pattern we will follow? So one of the pattern which we can follow is easy to follow is, one is W pattern, that is double bottom. So the stock to open like this and kind of a structure being made, then chances, or what we say, the stock should sustain above the green band. As so those guys who are in the premium and the demo groups, earlier I used to share certain stocks or certain screenshots where we used to focus such so and so trade if it sustains above so and so level, or if it sustains above the green band. So this is the concept where the stock has fallen and sustaining above the green band. So sustaining means what? Whether there is a double bottom being made or whether there is a trend line structure. So what is a trend line structure? It is making a trend line kind of structure, and then a trend line breakout is happening on the upside basically. So these are two execution pattern basically which we need to follow on the green band scenario for reversal. For buy, I will be following these two patterns, and for sell, exactly the opposite of this. Either it will be a trend line resistance, basically trend line breakdown, or your M pattern. There is a double top pattern. So either it will be a double top kind of structure, or sometimes what happens, the stock opens on the upper side, then gives me a Y pattern on the downside, or kind of a trend line. It is making a trend line on the intraday time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute, and then it gives me a breakdown. So I hope these patterns are clear. So either it can be a double. So you need to imagine. So not obviously I'm drawing such structures, exactly such structures will happen, but you need to understand the price action. So either it can be a double top, either it can be a inverted kind of a Y pattern as such, what we call base violation, which you are taught during the course by Ronak sir also. Base violation you can follow at the red box or at the red band. Sorry. So this is only with respect to bands and not with respect to box. So reversal only we need to see which are the major band levels. So green band I'm planning to buy, red band I'm planning to sell. M top, that is double bottom, double top. This is kind of a base violation pattern, and this is kind of a trend line breakdown pattern. So trend line breakdown, base violation and double top. Okay, and here double bottom or kind of a base violation and trend line breakout. I hope execution pattern reversal is clear. Now see, we'll come on to the concept. Now here you can see that stock was fallen and it has come in a reversal pattern on HDFC Bank. Now see, this is a double top kind of a pattern on our green band zone. It sustains and then it gives me a breakout. You can keep your SL below the swing low. So this is how you need to keep your, so during the day, so we selected certain stocks from the aftermarket analysis, and then we are just planning to execute our trades as per your execution pattern. So likewise, once the double bottom is formed, I am going to enter. Once the double top or kind of a trend line breakdown structure. So now this is a trend line breakdown structure basically. So it is a trend line which has been made, and then it starts coming below the red box, red band, and it has gone on the downside kind of structure. So this is quite pretty much important for breakdown or breakout. Now the same thing, stock was fallen, it has come in our this thing. So alerts also keep on coming in such stocks, but you can also manually trade them if you know how to take the trades from your aftermarket analysis. So you know the MGLS come in this thing aftermarket analysis. I need to just wait how much time it sustains over your stock. So these are kind of cozy trades which will give you time to take your trades. It's not like very quick like breakout structures. It will give you time, ample amount of time. It will sustain on that green band, and later on it will just give you a breakout. So you can trade somewhere around here. You can keep your SL over here. If you think you can trade over here, you can keep your SL over here. So once the stock is sustaining above the green band, I can plan for buy. Why? Because already the stock is in the downtrend from the past few days. It is continuously falling, and then we are planning to play out on the reversal structure from a major support zone, that is the green band zone, which will act as a heavy buying zone. So it is a heavy buying zone along with volume, because this stock was in the volume buzzer as per the band scenario. And plus, if there is daily support, weekly support, monthly support, or max put OI for buying side, it is more added confirmation on your front basically. So we'll keep track of such stocks which are giving you such trades on this thing. Similarly, see SBI Life, always all kind of a range bound situation over here. Once a breakout candle come, you can take your trades over here, keep your SL below this. So these alerts had come during last month or so. So that is the thing you need to follow on this thing. And the execution pattern, as I said, it can be a trend line breakout, breakdown, double bottom, base violation patterns. So here see, it was a trend line, red band. As soon as the red band is touched and then a trend line is broken down, I can take my trades which my day high as a SL. So this was the structure which I am accessing. So these were actually posted in the premium groups where we were planning to take trades as per such structures, and these structures happened later on as well. So it can happen either on 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes is not clear, but 5 and 3, you can keep a track on such time frames in your reversal juncture. Same way as HDFC Bank, it was falling, and in the group we had posted that keep a follow-up of such structure if it happens likewise. And similarly, the same thing happened. It gave me a breakout above this thing, the double bottom, and follow-up buying has happened on our front. So this is how you need to trade the reversal pattern. And the same ways you can keep this position if it ends at the day's high, then you can keep it kind of a BTSC. So one guy had asked like how to take positional. So you can take such trades as positional, but remember to keep your SL below the green band or at least at your nearest swing low. So you can keep your SL for positional below the green band. So positional when you can take is, will you share this doc? So basically it will be shared to the students. So Trading Campus students will get it. So I will be sharing it in the group after the session. So for your reference, so you can keep a track of your execution structures. So at green band, as I said, continuous fall, and then your execution pattern red band. Now we'll check today's stocks from a reversal scenario. So one was Wipro. Now Wipro also we need to understand how much it has fallen and how much and has it made our pattern near the green band zone. Okay, so it has fallen quite way downside. So even that day, I guess on 23rd, it was also in the green band wala concept after market reversal. Today also it is there. But the thing is today it is already opened gap up. I want my structure to form near the green band zone. So for those guys who are taking positional trades, you can trade such stocks when the stock remains 2 or 3 days sideways over the green band, and then you can plan for a breakout structure as such. So you can take such trades for positional. So positional, if you want to take trades as per your green band zone, see those stocks whether it has fallen good amount of 4 to 5, at least 5-6% on the downside, and then it is on sustaining above the green band zone, and then plan to take your trades as per this thing. So one such trade was, I guess, McDowell, and which was been made. So see, McDowell, and what happened? Continuous fall, again opens gap up, again test this thing. So almost 2 days it was sustaining near your green band zone. So continuous fall near a green band zone, plan for your positional trade. So this is not I'm telling because it is already happened, but we were actually planning for this positional trade. But I was expecting that more it remains sideways, so more we can occur, and also the indexes were following that day, so it was kind of a tricky. But you can plan such positional trades. Why? Because if the stock is continuously falling and then sustaining above green band, you can keep a track of those for positional basis as well. But for intraday, as I said, intraday more backtest has been done. Positional backtest is yet to be done on such setups. So I'm not clearly telling you to follow this setup, but you can also forward test it thing. So we are actually forward testing such setups for your positional trades. But for intraday, this thing you can follow, fall down, kind of a double bottom pattern, and then a reversal on your front. So basically, as per today's cases, there was one Wipro, Sun Pharma. Let's see what happened in Sun Pharma. So Sun Pharma also no setup is been made. So today's day was actually a gap up day, as you know. So most of the stocks had open gap up. So I need to be more dynamic, like what days I will be focusing on reversal. So I know that stocks are falling, and suppose today it was a gap down day, so it would have opened somewhere around here, and then it would have been best that in the afternoon I would have got certain setups to trade on my buy side. But today already the buying euphoria was there in the morning, so most of the reversal stocks have opened gap up. Now same ways with Dr. Reddy. Now Dr. Reddy, already the stock is not that fallen, but it has opened gap down, so structure is not that clear, but it is sustaining for last 2 days. 2 times it has tested the green band, and still it is on the upper side. So this will bounce back. Why? Because there is volume in this at this juncture. So that is why these prices are bouncing back. So even though blindly, if you take certain buy levels somewhere around here, it will give you a few profit, but that is not the correct way of trading. But we will focus on our execution pattern along with our EOD analysis. Now on the FNO segment, we have Naukri. So Naukri, there was a red band over here. So we'll just plot a line. Now what happens is, first 15-minute candle, then it goes up, and see once again it starts coming down. Now this can also be traded. Why? Kind of a base violation or kind of a reversal or fake breakout. So breakout was about to happen, but still once again sustain kind of a sandwich pattern what is been taught, and then a fall down. But still this structure is that clear, because why? The red band is been breached on the upper side, and once again the downside has come, and plus how much upside has been happened from 4080 to 4500. So a quite good momentum has happened in Naukri, and then we are planning to take a reversal trade. So today also it goes up and then again comes below the red band. So again these sellers will be activated. Again you can sell below this zone, and then I can plan my trades. Now in such scenarios, I need to have a good SL. Now I cannot keep my SL at this point. Why? Because it is too big, and also continuous candles are there. So I would have wished to that it would have halted some amount of time over here, and then it would have fallen. So your SLs become small basically. So always try to see that wherever there will be minimum SL to be given, it is the best case scenario, because a small spike will also give you a good risk reward ratio basically. So that is our core focus. Wherever you get this opportunity of minimum SL, try to go for those trades basically. So LIC Housing Finance, we'll see. So LIC Housing Finance had no red or green band, so avoid such structure. Indigo, there is green band on the downside, but still our pattern is not made. So today only breakout patterns were good, which we saw in our breakout period. Basically breakout patterns were good enough to trade, but reversal were not that clear. Naukri was one certain stock which had given a good downside after the reversal from the red band zone. But if it will form near the green band zone, it will be the best case scenario. And if it forms near the red band zone, the M pattern or the double top, it will be the best case scenario. So I hope you guys are clear with the reversal patterns as such, and you can see certain reversal patterns we'll see on the those which have
come during the August month, basically. So the stock was continuously on the uptrend. Stock opens upside, then comes down, same like Naukri, today's Naukri.com. You can take your trade as per your base violation concept and keep your SL above the red band. Once it falls, you can trigger your sell side, plus you have now see here there is one max call OI level, right? There was daily resistance. So two levels I have: max call OI level, daily resistance, red band, red dots. Now you have four resistances zones. So why not to take a sell trade? And so even if it bounces back, I can take my sell trade over here, keep my SL somewhere around here, and then it would have, because the selling will obviously happen fast. So selling cases are very much preferred than buying. Basically, why? Because selling will obviously give you a quick rewards rather than buying structures. Buying structures will also be preferred, because when there is a buying scenario in the overall index, buying structures will be more fruitful, basically. Adani Enterprises. So Adani Enterprises was one stock which did not work. Now we'll see also those stocks, not only the profit ones. Clear all drawings. Okay. Now see what happened in Adani ENT, Adani Enterprises, continues on the upside, and then what happens? It has gone range bound. Now the issue comes when this range bound happens after a good amount of move. So this guy has halted. The next day what happens? It opens up, goes and sustain above the red band, and then again makes a new high. So this we cannot trade, but those who want to experiment, they can trade above new high. But still I would have preferred to kind of a downside, but obviously this range was kind of a sideways zone, so we will be avoiding such scenarios. Basically, we will be avoiding such scenarios. Okay, so some guys are entering the chat right now. So basically so certain so more cases of, okay, Oro Pharma, this was somewhere around 18th of August this case had come. So these were in our aftermarket analysis, and just we need to wait for our buy pattern. So continuous fall, again the stock goes down, and then see what happens, sustains above the green band, kind of a range structure, buy somewhere around here, keep your SL below the green band, and see one more bounce and you're done with your 1%. So on intraday basis, don't try to expect more, just try to book profit and then try to trail your SL. So that is the main thing of intraday. People eventually don't book their profit, but just see the profits, and then profits go out. So basically agenda is that. So see, this was one structure, Balkrishna Industry. So this was good actually for positional as well. The stock was continuously on the fall, and then it was quite sustaining for more amount of time, and I guess on 8th August it had come, and then we can plan out for more upside on positional basis as well. So kind of a BTST setup, we can prefer this if the stock is sustaining above the green band zone. Same way as Bharat Forge, continuous fall, it is sustaining. Now these are actually those stocks which had not performed, but they were sustaining. But basically we will be planning such structures when on BTST or kind of a positional basis, if it sustains for the next 2 or 3 days. Now this is one selling structure which had happened on 19th August on Havels. So continuous on the upper side, we get the stock in the aftermarket reversal, Havels. Okay. Now what happens on the time frame, in the intraday time frame? Opens down, goes downside, and then makes a range. So this is what the best case scenario. Even if it opens up, comes down and sustains below the red band, that is more confirmation is given to you. Your SL becomes small, 13 somewhere around here. Your entry becomes here. Once it gives a breakdown, see continuous breakdown, because selling obviously it will happen fast. Profit booking kicks in. The sellers will be active over here. Red dots are there. So there is DR on your front. So there is one. So how many levels were there to support your trade? So always see for the confirmations. DR is there, max call OI is there, red dots. Now even the green dots are there, we are planning to trade once this breakdown happens. So we are not trying to trade during the sideways. Once this breakdown happens, trade your this thing, keep your SL somewhere around here. And likewise, fall comes and you are done with your day. So basically that's how clearly I need to keep my studies in clear, my aftermarket in clear, and then I need to plan my trades. Just I need to wait for my execution patterns. So likewise, we are going to follow up. Now see IOC, same ways, the buy side, this is the buy case scenario where stock was falling and it had come in after market analysis. Stock sustains above the green band. Now see how many levels of support is there. Max pen, which is a OI level, OI support zone, MS, monthly support, DS, daily support, and then stock opens on the upside, Then see, once again, it starts going kind of a base violation structure. Even if you enter in this small range zone, you can keep your as well either here, and then see follow up buying has happened. So likewise, I need to plan my those stocks which are sustaining above the green zone. So reversal is also simple, breakout is also simple, just that we need to understand when to follow which trade, and just we need to wait for an execution pattern wherever necessary. So I will be following, so we need to follow those structures likewise, and every day on everyday basis this aftermarket scanner gets updated. You will be getting reversal. As I said, for reversal, select reversal. For best breakout trades, you can select breakout and momentum, out of which you will be getting certain stocks. Do your analysis from this regard. Try to alter such stocks like MRF above more than 5,000, then you avoid such structures. Those structures which are good, plan your plot your red boxes and green boxes ka level, and then just wait for your execution pattern. As I said, for breakout it will be NY pattern, for reversal it will be trend line breakout breakdown pattern, right? So for reversal kind of structures, and for NY it is NY pattern for breakout. So I hope the reversal structures are clear, and any queries regarding this session, because we are almost done with our today's session on aftermarket analysis. So most of the queries, hopefully it will be cleared by this session. You will be getting this document later on today itself. I'll post it on the group. What is volume buzzer? So volume buzzer is basically those stocks which are which will be having. So I'll add the volume indicator over here. So in volume buzzer, if I open the scanner, I'll be getting these numbers. So what these numbers mention as compares 15-minute volume with previous day volume. Example 6 means today's 15-minute volume is greater than last 6 days. So I need to understand those stocks which are having 8 or 8, 9, 10. Basically, I prefer those levels basically. So those days. So 10 days, basically it is the highest in last 10 days. So I'll add M&M, I'll add Titan, and I will also add TCS, Coal India, and IndusInd Bank. Okay, so these are 999. So 9 means what? Today's first 15-minute bar has the highest volume in the last 9 days, or today's 15-minute bar has the highest volume in last 10 days in Titan. Same way, today's 15-minute bar has highest volume in the last 4 days for HDFC. But more the number, more better is the chances of breakout or breakdown, whatever side the pattern can follow. So we'll just check what happened with today's volume buzzer stocks. Volume watch list, we added IndusInd Bank. So IndusInd Bank today it opens with highest volume somewhere around here. So even if I check on 15 minutes, so this is the highest volume 15-minute ka, which is the highest in the last so and so 10 days, I guess, so, or 8 days, 9 days. So this ways we need to, so these all these patterns are being discussed by Ronak sir during their intraday courses and as such. So how to trade these structures. Same ways, there is nothing much rocket science. You need to trade base violation or breakout scenarios. Same ways, if you are getting any red box. Now today Coal India, as we got Coal India was in this thing with 9K this thing. So there was highest volume in Coal India. It has given us a breakout. Or you can just select the pre-market stocks which come in the volume watch list. So pre-market stocks also are the same, which after pre-market, so best stocks will be stocks coming in pre-market. So in pre-market I got Coal India, which there was a breakout level over here. Pre-market I got M&M, there was a breakout level over here. On pre-market I'll be getting certain stocks like MFSL, there is a breakout zone somewhere over here, somewhere around here, right? So you can also plan out from pre-market as such. So pre-market stocks are also helpful. And once pre-market turns into volume 5, that is first 5-minute volume. So Tata still had first 5-minute volume. So it kind of made a Y pattern structure. Same ways, you can keep your SL and slight movement is there. Now it is already in the split and still it is kind of range bound. But M&M, same ways, breakout from red band and then gone up. Titan, same ways, there was a breakout from the red box zone and it has gone up. So these guys had volume and they are more likely to perform in your favor on the first 5-minute, 15 minutes. So all these breakout structures are for 9:15 to 10:30 and they are better to be focused upon rather than any other stocks on your radar. So I hope this is clear with you, Anurag. And there is a dedicated volume buzzer webinar as well on our YouTube channel. You can go through it during the weekend. So more concepts will be cleared on your volume buzzer concepts. So we'll wind up for today, and I'll share the document later on in the class group and the premium groups. So you can refer it to it. If you have any queries, you can connect with me in person. If you wish to take a demo ID for TradeClue, you can connect with me in person. My contact number is on the logout page itself. So you can connect with me on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, you'll be getting the links for new registration, and get yourself added onto the WhatsApp group as well to get regular updates of TradeClue on positional and this such, and also keep track of the last webinar which was taken on stocks to focus. So that was also an important webinar, so through which you can keep track of the trades which are been given on TradeClue as stocks to focus. So going ahead, we will also be mentioning the entry and stop losses on the group itself, so you can keep track of them. All right, then thanks for joining in. So we'll connect next week or so.